I always say that if you're going to go looking at some of the oldest temples in Japan and this wonderful complex, a World Heritage Site, it's best to do it when it's been raining and when the day is grey and drab and wet. I always say that, don't I? You know I do.
Welcome to Nikko National Park in the rain. Cold.
Not overly impressed with the first temple. It just looks to me like it's a painting on the side of a building. Doesn't even look real, does it? Horribly steep. I just saw a poor teacher go down on his bum. I don't think he hurt himself, but kids didn't laugh. That was very interesting. They were concerned for him. But yeah, it's horribly steep. I'm glad there's a handrail like at the end.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. How are you? Do you know Santa Claus?
Say hello.
Hello. Santa Claus? It's Japan. Are you from? Do you know Santa
England.
Claus? England?
Yeah.
Santa Claus? Do you know Santa Claus?
This is Futura-san, if I'm saying it right, which I'm probably not. This is as far as you're allowed to go in. You can watch from here, but you can't go in any further. Well, in case you're wondering, this isn't Trafalgar Square. Considering that you've paid for a ticket, there's an awful lot of this place you're not allowed to see. Lovely setting again amongst all these huge trees. I do like that. Very good. I've got myself a very nutty audio guide. I have this, it's a pen. You touch it, you literally touch it on a name, and it starts playing that one. Oh, that one. And if I want, I can play it in languages I can't understand. It does about 4 languages, this. It's very clever. I'm going to get one. Oh, I've got one. I mean, you know, to keep. And, yeah, I've only been back to the bloke twice to find out how it works properly, because I'm clever, me. This bit of old cedar tree, what's left of it, this will grant your wishes for a mere 800 yen. So, depending on what you wish for, I suppose that's not bad, is it? I wish for 900 yen.
Yay! Yay! Hello!
Hello.
Hello everyone!
Hello, everyone.
ペンギン
英語で喋ってハローってハローって喋って英語で喋って
Right, I think that's enough templing for today. It's really started to rain now and I'm getting a bit fed up, so I'm going home. But it hasn't been, when I say home, you know, back to the hostel where I share a room with 2 other smelly men. It hasn't been too bad though. It's interesting, I got the audio commentary, and at the end of most of it said, this building is considered a national treasure. And I thought it was really funny because we have national treasures, don't we? Like Elton John's one and Stephen Fry, and I think just about anybody who's sort of getting on a bit and been in the entertainment field. So it's your choice, isn't it? What would you rather have? Would you rather have one of these a bit of one of these temples in Japan, or Elton John come around and sing you a nice song? I think I'd rather have the nice song myself. Probably get him to do what's that one he does about the combine harvester? What's that? Oh, I can't. No, it's gone. It's gone. Come into this little tea house to rest my weary limbs, and I've got a nice bit of chocolate cake with imaginatively placed banana and chocolate wafer, coffee. Also got some homemade plum juice coming, and the lady was asking me where I was from. I think after fashion I pointed to my shirt, which says England, you know, and I showed her the kind of cheap one. She was quite excited. Then I showed her my hat with the Beatles bit on it. Beatles, is that show? I don't know if that might have shown it then. And she started singing yesterday, and I joined in singing with her. It's lovely. Yesterday. Do you know this one? She had to go, I don't know. She wouldn't say. Do you remember this one? No. Okay. Wonderful. Well done, Beatles. I don't know if we'd call it a chat, but I've been talking with this lovely old lady, the lady's mum, and she was rather taken with my hats. We decided that she needed to try it on, and we were talking about the Beatles. And I said to her, "Do you speak English?" And she said, "No, little." But you speak some English. Little. Little.
Speak. Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa. Expensive in Japan, and I'm led to believe doesn't really form a large part of the diet. But oddly enough, the other lady has just bought me out these strawberries. It's just said Japanese strawberries and dropped me 3 down. I guess it's a little sort of thank you treat or something, or an extra. But what's interesting is, I don't know if you can see the texture. They're solid. They've got that kind of stuff. They almost feel like they could be plastic, but they're really tasty. You know, often strawberries are tasty, but they're kind of overly splodgy. They kind of That's producing sugarose. But these are just right, so... I'll do that as well. I'll do everything. I'll recommend Japanese strawberries. I really will. Very hard to find bins in Japan when you're in public places. And now I'm generalising now, but just by saying that I'm actually generalising, aren't I? So, but it's really hard to find bins. And the only bins I can usually find, you get a bit of rubbish and you end up carrying it around all day like it's a little pet, and then you start drawing pictures on it, calling it names and cuddling it. But before it gets to that stage, ideally look for something like one of these things here near the drinks machines. That's the only bins I see in public places, and yet the place is so clean. Everyone must go home with pockets full of rubbish. This is Yuba. Yuba, it's a speciality of Nikko. I've been told I should try it, so I'm just about to try it and I'll let you know what happens. You don't normally have it on its own, you normally have it as part of a meal, but because I've eaten quite a lot today, I thought I'd just try a little bit. So let's just see how it goes. Here we go. Oh, it's sort of rubbery. Oh, blimey. Okay, there's a bit. Oh, it's all coming undone. Oh, it's wobbling around. Okay. So here we go, let's see. That's fine. Yeah, it's fine. To describe it, they've put it in a sauce, so it might be the sauce, but I can taste fishy taste, and it's sort of doughy, but it's probably rice based. But I'll have to read and find out and let you know, because I don't really know. My sense of taste is a bit odd sometimes, but I like it. Salmon. I've got salmon. Salmon. I revised that. I think it's soy based. It feels a bit like soybean. It's kind of slightly rubbery, but it's a yielding rubberiness. You know that yielding rubberiness that you encounter from time to time? The yielding rubberiness. That's the one. It's good. Slightly chewy, but yielding in its rubberiness.